Good morning. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us to the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Badham Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and IS certified international educational and training institute. In last 3 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus professional and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective training is one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seekers, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and bulk knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for you to learn by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global junior professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personality. Spreading knowledge is crucial for this state of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead the session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support, you already completed 1,885 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with your continuous support, you already completed 1,885 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.edioigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create an account for us with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy our feature. With mismatched but data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace that. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download the certificate of gratitude. If you are an online live quiz competition winner, you can download the certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, we participate in an award function which organized combined support with IGP. You can download that also. You can instead prepare and download 18 types of business certificates from our website within a minute. Certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global influences in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement IGP knowledge campaign 2020, 2021, and 2022, certificate of participation webinar series 1, authentic assessment in teaching learning, certificate of participation webinar series 2, teaching English as a foreign language and assessment, certificate of participation webinar series 3, digital classroom engagement tools, certificate of participation webinar series 4, the new trend in education, certificate of participation webinar series 5, upskilling social leadership and managerial skills, certificate of participation webinar series 6, trend and innovation in mathematics education, certificate of participation webinar series 7, research and comprehension approach, certificate of participation webinar series 8, art in special program in the art, certificate of participation webinar series 9, 21st century tool in teaching mathematics, certificate of IGP corporate ambassador, certificate of IGP campus ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level course with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teaching, education tools for teacher. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our Fit Plus Premium Services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we're late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous connection. We solve all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything, and check your dashboard for all webinar details. It's a cordial request to check all button and pages on our website. Should like and see you benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 1885 webinar, which name is Ethical Values in Education, and today our speaker ma'am name is Shahina Hussain. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for providing me the opportunity to share my views, to learn with the people, with the audience. And thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, the stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay. All right. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening. I am Shahina Hussain from Pakistan. Today we are going to discuss the ethical values in education. So that the ethical values are inculcated among the students who are the future future builders of our societies. So let's proceed. There is a brief introduction of mine that I am CEO at HEP Set, performed the duties at different levels or the designations like I'm the trainer, item reviewer, and nowadays consulting the textbooks. Then here the objective is that there are two objectives. First of all, to define ethical values, what the ethical values are, and how can ethical values have impact in the education sector. Secondly, we have to revisit, all must be knowing that ethical values are important, and we have to revisit it, that how can we further inculcate ethical values among the students, and first of all among the teachers, among ourselves, within ourselves. And then we are moving. First, let's start. What is education? There can be the different meaning of education by different people. Earlier, it was considered as the knowledge only. Then the skills were included, and now, for centuries, we see that character traits are included. So, collectively, the term education means the knowledge, skill set required for the future, for the practical life, and the character. Because whatever we do, if there is not a good character, everything is spoiled. Positivity, proactivity disappear from the society. So let's start with this one. Knowledge, skills, and characters. When we see all these things, according to Bloom's taxonomy, we know knowledge comes in the cognitive domain, skills, psychomotor, and the character affective domain. So now let's proceed. What is education? Different people have defined in different ways. Like in the Nelson Mandela has said, education is the most powerful tool or the weapon which you can use to change the world. Fine. As it is the most powerful weapon to change the world, it means that there is some responsibility on the shoulders of the educators, the teachers, schools, curriculum developers, school or the other community members, to pay the attention on a few points. How can they help the learners inculcate the positive image or positive thinking, good values among themselves? Again, I repeat, this session does not mean that we, as the teacher or the educators, are going to inculcate the ethical values among the students only. before I present this, before I share this presentation, it is my duty to work on myself. Until I do not try to practice in my life, no one would be able to see the role model. I mean the audience. Similarly, if the teachers and the educators do not implement, they do not practice the ethical values, whatever they teach, whatever they advise, if they are not role models, they cannot convey their message constructively or positively. Let's move on. Ethical values are, what is our ethical values? First of all, we have to discuss ethics. The ethics are the rules that tell us that what is right and what is wrong, what should be done, what should not be done. Whatever religion we believe in, there is not a single religion in the entire world that teaches the unethical things. Every religion, every good learning focuses on the ethics. That is the criteria to judge good and bad, whatever we do in any field of life, in the personal life. Now, what is ethical values? The values is the judgment of oneself, of an individual, what is right and what is wrong. Ethics are collective. Ethic is a collective term, and value is an individual term. So my values can be different than the other one. So when we see the collective term ethical values, it means whatever ethics have been described universally in the religions, or right now we are talking about education, whatever ethics have been shared with the students, the teachers, or the curriculum department, we as individual have to carry out it positively, because we know that there are two ways of doing everything, good and bad. Now, let's see the definition, the meaning over here. Ethical values are desirable behaviors of a person. What I desire, what you desire, as our desires can be different. That is why our behavior can be different. Our values can be different to live practicing the same ethics. We will discuss it in detail in a few minutes. Now, ethical values are important to determine the right and wrong things and what is to be done. So it is our choice what we feel, what is good for me can be wrong to you. What is good to you can be bad to me. So it differs. Now we have to find out what really we should do it. School students learn the ethics from curriculum, because whatever curriculum is designed by any government, any country, any city, ethics are included, means effective domain is included. Then it is a duty of the schools to practice the curriculum and apply to teach the ethics, the values that are mentioned over there, and even something can be added according to the requirement. Just like we see that don't talk while a teacher is taking the class. Usually, it is considered as the ethics, it is considered as the discipline. Honestly speaking, to me, it is not valuable. To me, asking students to be quiet when I am speaking is not valuable, because it is when the students are only listening, only 10 to 20% learning takes place. So my value is that though I am explaining, the students can raise their hand, they can communicate through the eyes or any other gesture to raise their queries, even add their points. So here we have seen the example, the difference, how values differ person to person or teacher to teacher. However, the teacher can decide better that really it is a time when to ask the students not to talk and do not raise the question and ask me the question afterward, or you can allow you can ask the question during the explanation as well. Then we are discussing the ethical values. Here the common ethical values are given. Okay? First of all is it is respect. Respect and appreciation of every child's work. Even first of all, when we see that the students have come to us for learning in all three domains, cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. So, how is it possible that without paying attention, without giving respect to the children, the students, how can we get familiar? How can the student feel free over here in the environment, in the atmosphere of the class? In the relationship with the teacher, with the bonding with the teacher. So, first of all, whatever student is doing, it should be appreciated. Okay, at least you have done this thing. Then the student can be guided. One thing is important that usually it is said respect to get respect. To me, respect because everyone is respectable, everyone deserves respect. Again, we have seen the difference in the value. Majority says, majority believes, respect so that you can get respect. What I believe, respect because everyone deserves respect. When the bonding, the relation starts with the respect, the windows start opening up and the fresh air gets in, fresh air in the bonding with the teacher and the students. Then the next one is honesty. Transparency is important, communication is important. Just now I told you that the feedback is important with the respect. Here I would like to share the example of sandwich feedback. What happens in the sandwich? Watering mouth. Sandwich, something soft on the top, something crunchy, spicy, sauces in between, and then the lower layer, again, the soft one. Similarly, what we have to do is first admire, okay, you have done this thing, or even the student has not done anything and he is asking the question. I really appreciate you have asked the question. Okay, then we see that the communication guideline, how to do the work, how to improve the work. And then we see we have to encourage the child, the soft layer at the bottom, bread or the bun, whatever you are using in the burger or the burger piece. What happens here? That first of all, the students do not feel that they are insulted or they are unable to do something. It is a strategy. Secondly, everything should be transparent. It, if I'm guiding one student in one way and the other student in other way according to their in multiple intelligences, it is fine. It is appreciated. But giving good advices to a few participants, a few students, and ignoring others, or hiding some facts about the teaching and learning, and hiding the feedback, the actual feedback from the parents, that is not suitable. It harms the learning and teaching both, and it affects the students' learning, and it affects the personality, of the child and makes the child unable to work in the practical life. So transparency is important. Sometimes what happens, discussing with the student something and totally different view is presented to other people like the parents or the schools. That should not be done. Then the next one is integrity. Actually, I don't know it is the StreamYard and the animation is not working over here. It is working on Zoom, so I'm sorry for this inconvenience. The next one is integrity. Okay, committed to doing the right thing. Doing right thing is a big challenge because we know that the good people, good habits, good characters are usually less than the others. Even sometimes what happens that we are doing good and there is no reward, no certificate, no appreciation. And the school term we can say there is no deserved increment as well. But what is integrity? Keep doing correct thing even if no one is paying attention, but your heart, your mind is satisfied, rather happy that you are the one who is doing better. Integrity means that not following what is popular. Integrity means find, analyze what is good and keep practicing. Even only very few people are working on it. What can be this one? Follow the rubrics for during checking. Keep all the things, all three domains in mind while teaching and lesson planning. Speed should be according to the student's requirement. Students' needs should be addressed. Or when we do this, usually, not always, but usually the syllabus is affected. And the completion of syllabus seems difficult and majority goes to complete the syllabus. Majority goes to complete the syllabus, it is popularity. But what is integrity? Stick yourself on the required skills that the students need. Keep the pace according to the students' requirement. And then the next one is accountability. Why I am practicing integrity? Because I am accountable to, first of all, myself, my heads, my coordinators, the parents, and other people. It is my responsibility to do every job. It is the responsibility of the teacher to do every job that satisfied, that by the end of the day, by the end of the term, by the end of the session, we feel, we realize I have done something good. Okay. These are the four things that are commonly used, and we are going to discuss a few new terms. It may be new to a few of you, and maybe that's a known one to a few of you. Here, I would say that ethical values in different schools are different. Like, first of all, we see that the ethics is common ethics is for regarding school that there should be the good education. Now the term is different. Some schools believe that good education means good performance or good results in the exams, in the boards, in the universities. Fine. For this, what the people do? Sometimes, not every time. Sometimes people use undue means, means to show the good result. To show the good result. So sometimes there is lenient marking. Sometimes there is copying during the exam, usually called cheating, and others. So here it is up to me. It is up to you to find good education is the ethic. The quality education is the ethic. It is the main thing that is to be addressed by our school. But how we are doing it, how we are showing the good result or good learning, good education, it differs. I'm not getting any query over here. If anyone is sharing, then the next, it is the time for the quiz. Can you please share the quiz? Let me, yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, you can continue the session.
Okay. Quiz will be done afterward due to some technical reason, and then here there are more terms over here. First of all, it is utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is it means that whatever good work we are doing, it should be for the great number of the people. When we talk about school and the education, over here it means that the benefit that every child, every student should get the benefit of the education. It should not be done that the intelligent people or the active people, proactive students are given more attention. Sometimes it happens that the activeness and um, in discussions of the students catch our attention. But we have to keep it in our mind that if the students are learning slow, if the students there are special students, they have different special needs, we have to address them. So every individual should get the benefit of the education. The learning should take place for everyone. It can be called as the equity as well. And as we know, education is the basic right, the fundamental right of every child. And according to the United Nations, almost everyone should get the education till the age of 16. So what we see over here, that now it is our responsibility to provide the required skills, the required pace, the required content to the students. How the required content, here we can adjust or provide the different level of difficulties, easy, mediocre, and the challenging one. And unfortunately, a few times it has been observed that to get the good result or the especially in the board exam or the university exam or an international exam, in such classes the students who are more active or more intelligent, more hardworking, they are given more attention, more time, more focus by the teacher, so that their learning increases, and at the top their name appears. And obviously, when the student names appear on the top, there is the name of the teacher as well. So, utilitarianism tells us about the value, the ethical value, that good quality education does not mean that we are running after the marks only, first thing. Secondly, it does not mean that ignoring a few people, a few students, and focusing, devoting more time on a few others who can get the high ranks or the high percentages. Then the next one is justice. Justice is fairness according to the societal standards. But in the education, justice means fine society is important. Fair, over here, it means that the privileges, the facilities are given equally to the males and the females. It is given equally, the people are treated equally, whatever religion they belong to, because in the school, in the class, they are only the students, no matter what is their background, what is their religion, what is their family background. They are rich enough, well, or belonging to educated families, high five families, or they belong to the family that is struggling. Justice is the right of every individual. While when we are marking the answers, when we are answering the questions, when we are making the groups for the activities, when we are assigning any task, or even when it is a matter to follow the school rules, punctuality, regularity. And the next one is deontology. Deontology is the term, it means that fulfill the duties, fulfill the duties that are assigned to you or that are obligatory by the society. Every society imposes, or I would say that every society has some delegates duties to every citizen of the city, citizen of the country. And now we see that it is the matter of the globalization. Even now we all are the global citizen. This session is the example of the global citizen. We belong to different countries, but we are connected through internet. We are interacting in the village. Which village? Global village. So there are certain rules that should be followed. Very common is civic sense. Until the students and the teachers practice the civic sense within a school, how can they practice in their practical life or out of the school? Very common example that is used for the civic sense is the traffic lights. Traffic lights are made for the safety of the people. But we have seen everywhere there are people who do not practice, who do not follow the traffic signals. What happens? Accidents. Sometimes they harm themselves, they harm others, the vehicles are damaged. And there are other things as well. Developing nationalism, taking care of the country, working for the country, working for the welfare of the people. And now what we see here, that these can be practiced, that these values can be learned at school. And all these things, utilitarianism, justice, and deontology are the ones. When we follow it honestly, trust me, we can build the whole society within a few years. Whatever there are the drawbacks in any society, we know that there is not a single society in the entire world that is 100% correct or that is perfect. Every time, everywhere, we need something to learn, unlearn, and then learn. And whatever subjects we are teaching, it is not the matter of only social studies. It is a matter of every subject: maths, science, language, religion, philosophy, law, and any other subject. So keep it in your mind that utilitarianism with justice and deontology are the keys for a even better future, keys to even better society. Because these are the students are the future builders, and they will be running the country. They will be at different high post that would be taking the decisions, and their decisions will reflect how we have taught them. Now, next is Bloom's taxonomy. We all know about Bloom's taxonomy, that he identified three domains: cognitive, that is knowledge. In cognitive, we see how, what, when, where, etc. The content. Other one is affective. Affective knowledge or affective domain is related to the sentiments, the emotions, with the people, sympathy, empathy, speak the truth, avoid telling the lie, help others, and many others. Psychomotor is the domain when the skills are learned using the psychomotor and the body parts. Fine. Right now, we are going to discuss only the affective in detail. It is, can you recall your childhood? When we were children, we were often asked by our parents, by our teachers, and elders, the relatives as well, that okay, do not do this, do this thing. start studies, do your work on time, stay clean, and many more. Can you recall? Yes, but we see, I still feel that there is a number of the things that my parents, my teachers tried to inculcate in me, but I could not learn. Same is here that I have been trying to um, inculcate some values in my students, but they are not listening to me. Why? Because I could not find the ways, the steps, how to convince, how to encourage the children or students to listen to me carefully and then practice it accordingly. So let's explore what are the 5 steps that Bloom has explained. Bloom has explained again the I'm sorry, the animation is not working here. First step is receiving. Recall that we listen to everyone, and it is possible for a few of us that okay, yes, as a professional now I have inculcated, I have developed the habit to receive or listen to others. But when we were children or when we talk to our children, do they pay attention? They just listen. They just listen and ignore it. Even they do not realize to interpret, they do not realize to see what we are trying to ask them. So there is a stage, first stage that we first of all, before we discuss these 5 steps, the first is very much important step is to discuss, to start the bonding, the feeling, develop the relationship with the children. And children will listen to us or they will receive what we are saying only when they are in mood. So what is the best time? When the students by themselves, when the children themselves come to us to ask any help, to ask something, or just to talk. When they come to us, it is the best time to tell what is to be done or what should be done or whatever is the other guideline. Because it is the time when they are in mood to listen to you. They are in mood to listen to me. And now they will receive what we are saying. Receiving over here means that they get the message what we are saying rather than thinking, fine, the teacher or the mother is or the parent is habitual of speaking or saying something all the time. Then after this stage, the next one is responding. When our bonding is developed, further developed, the children start responding, thinking, processing. It was said, why should we do it? Why should we I not tell a lie? Why should devote more time to the studies? Why should I be punctual or regular? Why should we help each other? It is not mandatory, it is not compulsory that the response is always in in the form of the questions. But the thinking process starts. And once the thinking process starts, analyzing starts. When analyzing starts, we know Bloom's taxonomy, then the next one is evaluation. And now the children start giving importance, the value to you, whatever things we are asking them, whatever talks we have with them. And it is the time that is we are about to achieve our target, giving importance or giving weight to your saying, to my saying, giving weight to my words, my advices, is the time that shows that there is importance of mine and your. It is time consuming. It is patience required step. But we all need to be patient in this regard. And now, from today, we all should work in the systematic order. Okay, now I am starting to develop the relation, the bonding with the students and the children. Then a time will come when they will receive my message, whatever I ask, rather than ignoring. And then they will start responding. And then they will value it, they will give importance. Once they give the importance, they value it, then the organization starts. The very simple common example is shopping. We go shopping when we are in mood, we have the strategy, what to do, what to purchase, what is the amount, how to work on it, what should be the timing, what should be the transport, how to pay the money, the bills, cash or the card. Whatever we are purchasing, it is the regular shopping or the or related to any event, and then we work accordingly. Same happens in the minds of the children, that once they value, they start thinking on it, they start slowly, gradually working on it. In the beginning, very little, might be wrong, making the mistakes. Again, we have to be patient. Once the organization is done, then we see that there is a characterization. Characterization means that now the children have adopted the values and it has become the part of their personality. The character is developed. Just like the personality is developed, character is the combination of our values, what we value, what we practice. So here we see that our long, time consuming, patience required process is there, but it is the time to ask ourselves, do we practice, do we follow these 5 steps? If I am not following these 5 steps, I have no right to say, to blame the children that they are not listening to me. I have no right to judge the students who is good, who is bad. Why? Because I did not fulfill their learning requirement. I did not practice these 5 steps. And you can see in the picture that all the steps are connected. If there is first step, receiving, then we enter into the second step. We cannot miss any single step out of these. Let's suppose receiving and I am skipping valuing. It is impossible to achieve the characterization. I would love to answer your questions. Now it is the time for quiz 2. I would love to hear your feedback as well. And please, the team, please share the quiz.
Ma'am, is the presentation is over?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, our first question is from Bhalnaroga. Why not use Starlink, SpaceX internet? Tested wherever you are, and even Storm or Blizzard.
It is about the internet. It is not related to the question, I mean, the topic, I think, yes. The management, the group can answer it better, that why we are using the storm or something.
Okay, ma'am.
Connection, internet connection is not at my end. There's some other problem over there. Anyhow, which order should be the learning domains follow? Which order of the learning should be, when we talk about the domains, the three domains, all three go simultaneously. Fine. Like we see that when the child is born, first of all, the psychomotor is working, the child is crying, and it has the child has the requirement to for the milk. Okay, all the work brain is also working, like the child can recognize the mother. Fine, within a few days. So all domains, what we see when the brain is working, when the body is working, all the three domains can be taught together. When we see the students who are going to the Montessori or pre-primary schools, alphabets, whatever language there is, the alphabets and the numbers are taught. Simultaneously cleaning up the things, staying clean. The effective learning is also there, and psychomotor in the form of the exercise. So we cannot categorize that which should be done first, which domain should be addressed first, then the second or the third. Yes, it is possible that sometimes we have to focus only on one domain. Like sometimes when the dates are required to learn, be it cognitive learning is done. When we are teaching swimming, psychomotor. When the experiments, scientific experiments are done or the computer experiments are done, then it is psychomotor. So it depends on the requirement of the topic and the students' need, which one is focused for the time being. But we cannot categorize which domain should be always the first one or the last. I hope I have answered. If you have asked me anything, I'm sorry, I could not understand it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, there are no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Honorable ma'am, before I move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Okay. I'm leaving.
Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for our webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next which is learning test passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If you fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next which is learning test passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill. Never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.